Welcome back, everybody, one more time to another episode here on the Sitrep podcast. I am joined by my friend Rasmus. Hello, Rasmus. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much.
Cool. And we're going to take another look at Letters of Marque, a nice light naval war game set in the either 16 or 1700s, pretty much the Age of Piracy. It's up to you whether or not you would consider this a real pirate game because it tends to be between small fleets of ships, which is pretty uncommon for actual historical pirate operations. But you can use it for, pirate flotillas or, more conventional naval combat between naval factions of the day, to include but not limited to, the British, the Spanish, Dutch, French, perhaps Portuguese, and again, there might be other factions you can throw in there as well. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, Toughy Ears. Welcome to the stream. Thanks very much for joining us today. Okay, so it's just me and Rasmus today. We decided to try some different factions to test out, different areas of this game. I'm going to go ahead and take the Spanish, and to sort of play test additional ship types, I am starting off with a war galleon, the biggest ship in the game so far. The big baddie here. Where's she at? There we go. So the Santissima Catalina is my flagship. She is a war galleon. She's a 8-point ship, and she ain't nothing to mess with. Let's just go ahead and say that. Then we also have a sloop, the Estoque de las Mares, if I'm saying that right, the Rapier of the Sea. That's my little sloop. That's escorting Big Bertha here, and that is my very small and simple Spanish fleet. Fleet is 2 ships. I don't know if I really call that a fleet, but 8 points and 8 points plus 2 points equals 10, and that is my 10-point fleet. We're doing 10-point fleets today. And down here we have Rasmus, who has taken the flag of the Dutch for today's game. And let's see here. Why don't you tell us about your fleet, Rasmus?
Got a frigate named Anastasia from Rotterdam. That's the flagship, and she's escorted by 2 small pinnaces, basically rowboats almost.
Yeah, all like little gunboats or.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so in game terms, we're talking about a 8-point ship? Oh, 6-point ship, and then 2 2-point ships. Again, 10 to 10 is our complete is our fleet, and yeah. So again, there's not a whole lot of history to get bogged down with here. We're looking at something either in King William's War in the late 1600s or Queen Anne's War in the early 1700s. These are the 2 main background sort of geopolitical events that are going on during the, air quotes, Age of Piracy. I don't know that much about what's going on in the I don't know that much about what's going on in King William's War in the 1690s. Queen Anne's War had something to do with Spanish succession. It doesn't really matter. In the Caribbean, they're always fighting over shipping routes, trading routes, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and have a quick little, dust up here. Again, 10 points on the side, pretty simple stuff. And unless there was any questions, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am English, so who do I support? I don't know, Toughy Ears. I don't know. Both of these factions did not get along very well with the British in these days. The Spanish for military reasons and colonial reasons, the Dutch for financial reasons. I think it was Washington during the Revolution who once said that no one hates the English like a Dutch merchant. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know if you really have a dog in this fight. Thanks for coming out to our stream nonetheless. Yeah, where are the British? Dude, for once the British don't get to win because they're not in the battle. That's the only way we can come up with to prevent the British from winning these games. The British have been on something of a roll across multiple game systems lately. But hopefully today we can have someone besides the British win. And the only way we can do that is not have the British in the game.
Or else the British win if everything goes down to David Jones' locker.
There you go. All right, guys. So again, if there's no more questions or comments, we're going to go ahead and get started. I got my webcam going here, and we're going to roll for wind direction. Again, north is 1, obviously. So and after that we go clockwise. So let's see which way the wind is blowing for today's game of Letters of Marque. Here we go. We have a 4. That's kind of good news for me. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm getting that wrong. 1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
it's
You go straight to the south. Sorry about that. Any day you want to line up there, Mr. You know what? I'm being anal about it. Who cares? We know it's going south. It's fine. All right. Cool. So, the wind is straight out of the north. Once again, Rasmus is not having good luck with the the wind here. It doesn't look like. So for now,
the wind is messing with me again. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so if I can get your dice tray back here. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll 1d6 for initiative. High wins. I get a 4.
A 6.
Okay, you have the first movement. So I should say we should set up first. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and set up my guys. I probably should have done this already. Again, the whole ship has to be within 4 numbered hexes of the table edge. North for the Spanish, south for the English. Oh,
Which
sorry,
English?
for the Dutch. Sorry, yeah, I'm so used to playing the Dutch. I'm so used to playing the English.
Let's say you will put the flagship parallel with the island. With the,
over like this.
no, over on the other side, straight up the coast of the island down on my side.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, it's 2118, I think it is.
2118, got it.
And then flip us. Oh, it's a 3118.
Oh, 3118, got it.
Might be 3118.
More like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to move it back 1 hex, but other than that.
If you zoom in, then I can tell you exactly which one it is.
Okay.
Because I think it's my eyesight that is playing tricks on me.
Yeah, when I'm designing these maps, I'm always kind of in a conundrum between do I make the hexes very clear, especially the hex numbers, but then that kind of ruins the map board.
2718, 2819.
2718
and 2819.
I gotcha.
We're not going to go straight into the wind. I learned that last time.
Okay, and then how about your two escort ships?
Hell's right in front of her.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's still legal. The whole ship is within 4 hexes of the map table.
And the rock.
The rock? You have to say it like that? Cool.
I don't know. 3218. And 3318.
Oh, gotcha. That's right. You said you're not going to sail straight into the wind now.
That should allow me a little movement. Until it turns out that the wind flips on the first turn and goes straight into my face.
Yeah, I've had one game. I'm ironically playing the British, where the wind was against me. I managed to mitigate it, but yeah, it was still kind of a pain. All right, so cool. Now we have set up. Let's go ahead and move your first ship.
And we'll start by moving a rock, or however you say it. And against the wind like this, you can go 3 or 2.
Depends on whether or not you're full sail or not.
We'll be full sail.
All right, cool. So full sail, a pinnace has a speed of, let's see, the wind is on your bow, so the speed is going to be 2.
So 2 straightforward.
Yeah, so no matter what your ship speed is, when you're diagonal into the wind, it's 1 if you're at normal sail, 2 if at full sail, and then your actual speed of your ship only counts.
Once you got the
Yeah,
wind behind you.
either behind you or even better on one of your quarters. All
Yep.
right. So for now, one. Hold on. For now, it's 1, 2, and she's full sail. Awesome. Here comes the Santissima Trinidad. She has a speed of this big girl here, not Trinidad, Catalina. A speed of 3, not as fast as a frigate, predictably. Speed of 3 unless I'm full sail. I'm gonna go ahead and go full sail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at this big ass ship. He's a thick boy. Alrighty, she is going full sail, and that is her current location. Okay, back over to you.
Hells will go 2 forward, and then swing, turning out, so the wind get behind her.
Okay, so she turns southwest.
Yes.
Cool. Southwest. Let's see here. Yeah, just a pivot left or right. Yep, there you go. Oh, wait, we got science teacher. Because when you go into the wind, you don't actually go anywhere. Yeah, that's true. That's when you're going directly into the wind. You can technically, actually, no, you don't even move at all. You literally just swing your stern one way or the other.
Which
right,
is why I'm not going straight into the wind.
Yeah, just catching up with comments in the chat. Okay, I only have 2 ships, so for me, movement's pretty easy. Over to my turn. She will also be full sail, and as such, sloop, pretty nippy. I think she has a speed of 6 at full sail. The wind's on her quarter, so she gets full movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that out of the way a little bit.
And for
And
Anastasia.
I have my 2 ships mixed up here for the labels, but no worries. We know which ship is which. Okay, yep, Anastasia.
Can she go 2 forward? Yes, you can go 2 forward and then turn like hells.
Yep. 1. Wait, stern. Move the stern piece, dummy. 1, 2, and yeah, she can do the same thing. You're talking about the same as hells?
Yes.
Yeah, got it. And that is going to be 2 more full sail markers, predictably. Yeah, I'm starting to get the idea that you're usually full sail until you kind of start to close with the enemy.
There's a reason why they called it battle sails.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that looks like it's end of movement for first turn. No one's even close to, well, just to show people in the chat. This is the template for how far ships can shoot. All ships pretty much carry the same caliber guns in this game. Again, this game is super light. The difference is how many guns the ships carry. They're all carrying the standard, 12 pounders, 18 pounders, stuff like that these days. Again, it's just how many decks of guns, how many gun crews, and so on and so forth. But that's the range of all the guns. Of course, again, for people in the chat, within red, the enemy gets -1 to saves. Yellow, it's normal. At green, you get +1 to saves. So, yeah, guns do get more damaging when you're up close, predictably. And, yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap us up for turn 1. That was a quick turn. And now I'm going to go over to turn 2 and catch up with the chat. Shame no ship is ever a he. Well, I can call her a thick girl if you want, but someone's going to at me in the comments if I do that. But yes, my girl Catalina, she's got a little bit of junk in her trunk. She's also got some junk on her deck guns, and she's going to on her gun decks. And she's going to put some of that junk into Rasmus' sails in just a second. Okay, so speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and roll initiative.
A4.
1. So you win initiative again. Wind remains out of the north.
So let's see. Baroque will just move 2 forward. Can she actually sneak through between the 2 islands?
Yes, that is a channel there.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
As the top one is dipping a little bit into.
Cool. So now it's over to me. Now the wind is directly directly behind me, which, again, for people in the chat, is not the optimal sailing condition. Sometimes that sounds a little weird to certain players. I've kind of gotten into this argument with other players in the past. Again, that's number one, the way he designed the game, and number two, yeah, when the wind's directly behind you, all your wind is going into your aft sails, nothing's getting into your forward sails, and it actually slows you down a little bit. Where you really want the wind, again, for people in the chat, is when the wind is coming in diagonally behind you. In other words, on one of your quarters, your port quarter or your starboard quarter. That way, all your sails get full, get fully filled with wind, and you get full speed. But for now, I am moving at a 4 if I'm at full sail, or a 2 if I'm at half sail. These two haven't moved yet. If I get too close, he's going to put some shells into my sail and knock down my... Okay, you know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go ahead and remove full sail, and I'm going to take my speed of 2. 1, 2... We're pretty much going to round this little outlying island here. And we're going to see what comes towards us. Yes, I'm still out of range, but if I had full sail, guys, and I rushed straight into the enemy's guns, he could probably put some chain shot into my sails and tear down one of my masts right off the bat. So I'm trying to avoid that. Again, this war galley I have is not the fastest, not the swiftest, girl on the block. So I'm trying to protect her mobility a little bit. Also, to play a little bit cautiously, make him come to me a little bit. All right, Rasmus, over to you.
We'll do hells. We'll start by turning northwest.
Yep, the wind is now in your quarter. You get full speed. If you're at full sail, you have a speed of 6.
Yep. So if turn northwest, 3 up.
Okay, so you have to move at least 1 hex before you can make a turn. That's 1. And then you turn northwest, 2, 3, 4.
And then 2 straight into the wind.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stern ends up in 2014. Up. Cool. Let me, first of all, hello, Piotr. Thanks very much for joining our stream, sir. Piotr and I have had like a really kick-ass game of Panzerleader this week. Please tell me I'm not in your arc. Doesn't look like it. We had a really kick-ass game of Panzerleader this week. We didn't record it because it's like, oh god, Piotr, how long was that game? Like 14 hours between 2 sessions. Panzerleader, guys, I love it. Although that did include, actually that's not true. It was like 6 or 7 hours, but that included, game design and historical notes and so on. So we didn't record it, but we did record a bit of a review. I have it in the can. I'm going to edit it, put it together. Hopefully that will come out later on this week or early next week, depending. Okay, now it's over to me. I'm going to go ahead and take down my full sail, because we're getting to it now. My sloop now has a speed of 4 minus 1 is 3. Grab the stern piece.
1 straight forward.
1, 2, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, if I turn, I still don't think I have it. In fact, I may have it even less now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have an extreme long range shot on the Hells. Extreme long range. Barely. And the rock means barely. Oh, actually, no, I don't. What the hell am I thinking? I did not count that right. Never mind. 1. Oh, I know what I was doing. If I hang back 1 hex, do I have it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But can you end up there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In fact, that's even easier. Let me get back to where I was. Come on. Okay, so my speed right now, as I struck sails, is 3. Because the wind is directly behind me. So grabbing my stern piece. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Shit.
Also, you need to split them up and.
1, 2, 3. Although now I'm making too many turns. How many turns is a sloop allowed? A sloop is allowed only 2 turns in a thing. Now I can't do it. Ship's not maneuverable enough. 1, 2, 3. I'll just have to go with this. Alright, so I have him in range, guys, technically, but I'm slightly out of arc. I'm just a little bit out of position there. But again, I'm going to go ahead and play it safe, and we'll see what happens with Rasmus's 3rd ship, which is the Anastasia, I think. It's the only one left to move. Okay?
She'll swing. How many turns is she allowed?
Frigate gets 2 turns. Pretty much everybody gets 2 except for the pinnace, which gets 3, and the War Galleon only gets 1. Yeah, War Galleons are ponderous, to say the least.
She'll turn northwest, move 5, full sails.
1.
Oh yeah.
1, 2. Okay, so 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. She's just heading straight northwest.
Yes, and then she'll turn down that way again.
Oh, okay. So like that.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, got it. Because a frigate has a speed of 5 when in the wind. Alright, cool. Yeah, so even though you guys can see where the wind is heading straight out of the north, but he's heading north, but he's maintaining his speed by kind of tacking into the wind. He'll turn with the wind behind him, get his speed up, and then swing into the wind for a while, and then turn back against the wind. I'm sure it's I'm no a big yacht sailor guy or anything like that, but this is the kind of stuff that you read about. I'm sure it's a rounded off, sort of an approximated version, something like that. Yeah, it was 9 hours for that Panzer Leader game with the design. We cooked it down to about 1 hour and 20 minutes of commentary. We did like a gaming review of that big Panzer Leader game. I'm gonna go ahead and cook that down to about 1 hour in the edit and break it into 2 half-hour pieces. So hopefully in the next week or 2, we'll have 2 more really big, I should say 2 more like half-hour highlight videos of a really big Panzer Leader game. It was even bigger than the one we had with Gianna. It was pretty massive. Technically 3 factions on the table. We had Germans versus Soviets and Polish in a August 1944 battle. That was a lot of fun. Big guns, late war stuff, big Tigers, Stalin 2s. That was definitely a big one. Yeah, this is the Panzer Leader light version, totally. An hour or 2. Yeah, we also talked a lot of trash in that recording. Let's see. No reverse on them, Jim. Yeah, I had a slight issue with my movement on that one sloop. Gaz, no worries. I had to watch Cat Shit 1 again, so stuffy ears. Yeah, that is a classic. I think Damon was the first one to show me that. That's a great video. If you guys ever get a chance to watch Cat Shit 1 on YouTube, look it up. You'll get a laugh out of it for sure. Let's see here. By this time, surely Admiral Oriskany should say something like, "It's a trap." Yeah, right? Dude, Admiral Akbar is one of my favorite guys. So, I was very upset with what they did with him. More like shiver me timbers. Yeah, we have no pirates in this game. This is actually two navies going at it. Okay, so I think we've now moved everybody. I don't think anyone has arc on anybody. Please. Well, no, because, again, you fire after you move. So,
Yep.
alright. Caught up on chat. And
There's no shooting phase.
Technically, no. It's like activation phase. You activate a ship and then you move it. So fire is not simultaneous for those who are joining us in the chat. It's a big difference in Darkstar. Okay, so now here we are set up on turn 3. I will go ahead and roll, let's go ahead and roll initiative. I get a 1.
6.
Alright, you win initiative again. The wind is still out of the north. So for people in the chat, the wind shifts direction when the initiative roll is a tie. That indicates that the wind has actually changed direction. So for now, we have no ties. Rasmus definitely won, so Rasmus moves the first ship.
Hells will do a period.
Okay, is she staying? Okay. She's directly into the wind. So it doesn't even matter if she's full sail or not.
So she'll remove the full sail.
Yeah, go ahead and strike that full sail. In fact, her sails right now are almost like brakes. Because she's heading straight into the wind. She only has one move available. She can swing her stern to port or starboard.
We'll go port.
Okay. So she swings. So her bow is going to stay there in 2013. And she's now facing northeast. Awesome. Okay, over here to my ships. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, Mr. Bark can move, or not Bark, Rapier of the Sea can make 2 turns. The question is, can I do this without getting into Santissima Catalina's way? Oh boy, you know what, I'm gonna save Santissima for somebody else. So I'm gonna activate Rapier of the Seas. And she is going to strike. She's going to keep her sails down, obviously. She's got the wind on her quarter, specifically her starboard quarter. So she has a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The range is not ideal, but I kind of overshot. Sometimes when the wind is with you, because if I make another turn, I'm pretty sure I'll end up out of arc. I have to move at least 1 hex. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be facing this way. Yeah, I'm totally out of arc if I do that. So I have to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. If I turn, my arc is up here. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, so now I have him in arc, but it's a long range shot. My arc starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. So just triple check and to show everybody in the chat to show that I'm in arc. Where's that ship? Yeah. Now notice that his ship is in a green hex, which means, unfortunately for me, and I'm still going to block myself off a little bit. You know what? She's going to slow down. She's not going to move her full movement. These are still in arc. Okay, cool. Because I'm already kind of looking at where Santissima Catalina is going to go, and this stupid sloop is going to be in her way. Yes, ships, again, for people in the chat, do block line of sight. Again, not like some other naval games that we play. Okay, so I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hex range shot between Rapier of the Seas and Hell's. What was that, Corvell? So a sloop only has, I think, 2 guns, and you get +1 on your saves. sloop has cannon 2. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to get a 2 cannon marker so that we can keep track of how many guns these ships have. Cool. 2. Again, I'm shooting at a pinnace, so it doesn't matter whether or not it's high or low. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the shot. 2 dice. I'm looking for, I think, 4-ups on a pinnace. Pinnaces are hard to hit because they're so small. So here we go. And I get a 5 and a 6. That is 2 hits. Awesome. Now, the good news for Rasmus is he gets... Which one is that? That's Hell's. Because it's at long range, he gets a +1 on his saves. So right now it's a hit on 6. Save on a 4, 5, or 6.
A 4.
Alright, so that's saved on the mast. And on the aft castle, try to save on a 4, 5, or 6.
A 5.
Cool. Alright, so there was no hits there. Not surprising at this range. Cannonballs are not moving very fast. Alright, that will end that ship's turn. So now we head back over to Rasmus for your next ship activation.
And my revenge will move 1 forward. Rock.
Okay. 1.
And 1 into the wind.
Yep. And if you're at full sail, you could have moved 1 more. So far, you've only moved 1 into the wind. Gotcha.
Yep. Right. And then turn back north, northwest. Yep.
Northwest. Got it. All right. Cool. So I see what he's doing here. He's kind of stalling on Anastasia because he's waiting to see what Santissimo's going to do. That's okay. I will accommodate him directly. Santissimo's going to keep her sails down. She has to move at least 1 hex first. Damn it.
And she only got 1 turn.
I was trying to have her in these 2 hexes where she has at least some guns on Hells. Okay, you know what? I think she's going to have to raise sails. I'm probably going to regret this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to barely get a shell on Hell's Corvi over there. So I'm wondering if I should have done. Oh, what the hell! I'm not going to slow down the game anymore. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 4 guns. She's going to go ahead. Oh my God! I need more dice. She's going to take a shot on that other on that pinnace over there in hex 1913. And take the shot. So, webcam. And that wasn't a very good... okay, so a 2 and a 3 is going to miss against the pinnace. However, I do have a 4 and a 5. So, same ship. A 4 and a 5. 2 hits on the hull. You got 2 saves of a... on the forecastle, you need a 3-up. On the aft castle, you need a 4-up.
So let's go the forecastle.
Yep.
3.
3 because of long range, that's a save. And then the aft castle, you need a 4, 5, or 6.
4.
Alright, so that's all for nothing.
That jumped up onto the forecastle of my dice tray.
Alright, and that concludes that turn. We just now go to Anastasia.
What's her speed without full sails?
Anastasia is a frigate. I think that gives her a 3. I could be wrong about that. It may be a 4. Hold on. It's a 3. It's a 3 without sails. Yeah.
It's tempting to strike the sails and then just go 3 forward.
Okay, so is that what you're doing?
Yeah, and then we'll shoot at the Catalina.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extreme range on the stern only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, you do have a shot. Cool.
And we'll shoot low.
Oh, that's true.
No, we'll shoot high. You've got full sails.
Cool. All right, go for it.
1, 4, and a 5.
Okay, a 1 hits nothing. A 4 and a 5 are 2 hits. There are no saves because no saves because I have full sail up. However, a war galleon has 2 boxes in all of its sails, so I'm fine for now. But yeah, war galleons are big and thick, but I cannot get away with that again. But for now, I seem to be okay. That was a frigate. A frigate has a speed of 3 and cannons of 3, so I get a 3-point little cannon piece over here. That reminds me, I have cannon soundtrack I should be playing. I still have, Peaceful Seagulls going on in the soundtrack behind the conversation.
Well, it's long range shots still, so
I barely hear it, right? Okay, so I think that ends the turn. So yeah, first damage has been done on the Santissima Catalina. Although I kind of did that to myself. A little too.
You got greedy.
A little too reckless there, yeah. Cool. So I'll go ahead and save the file. Let's see what's going on here. The Spanish will fire their cannons and miss. The French will surrender. Well, I have fired and I have hit, but I'm just too.
But there's no French.
Yeah, I'm just too far away, and so far I'm not doing any damage because he keeps saving. Again, it's long range, so when you're firing at long range, there's a +1 on saves. It's tough to score damage at long range. Let's see what else is going on here. Why did Rasmus not shoot? I'm not sure exactly what you were talking about. Hell's Carway did not have arc, but Anastasia eventually did, so yes, he definitely did take the shot. I said it before, I love your cannon firing markers. They really have cinematic value. Yeah, so what I did was I made 4 versions of it. These little cannon markers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it not only does it decorate the map, but it also helps track cannon points, so we know what's what. Skoback has joined us. Hello, Mr. Skoback. It's been a while since we've seen you on our stream. Glad to see that you have, come back to us. Looks like the galleons of topsails have taken some damage. Yeah. I in order to kind of close and to get that stupid sloop out of my way, the battleship there, the war galleon, kept her sails up for extra movement points. It was a risk. I thought I could kind of get away with it. I kind of did. But just because the sails on that war galleon, the masts are really chunky, I'm going to have to definitely take down those sails. But even now, he's going to hit them again, and I'm going to start losing speed. Hopefully by then, I will be able to start doing some damage, though. Cool. Netherlands merchant ships. Yeah, they do have that. Actually, when I was looking up the flags, Piotr, to put on these maps, obviously I found the correct Dutch flag for the period. There's several. I had to find the one that kind of matched the period that we were looking for. And within that same entry, there was not only this one, but various divisions or incarnations, whatever you want to call it, various versions of the Dutch East India Trading Company flag, which is pretty much the same one. I think it just has like a little bit of a device in the middle of that white field. Alright, so catching up on the chat here. Hello, Ben Johnson on YouTube. Thanks very much for stopping by. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start a new turn. Ben has shown up just in time to watch me get the crap kicked out of me in Letters of Marque. Awesome. Let's see here. Move our copy. Turn 4, and it's time for a D6 on the big initiative.
83.
The third one in a row I have rolled. Cool. So, your turn first, Mr. Rasmus.
Well, shockingly enough, I think we'll start with Anastasia.
Okay.
She'll go the 1 forward.
Yep.
And then let's see. If we turn northwest, we can go and up to. Turn northwest up to. And then turn southwest again. So.
All right, so she's closing the range. Alrighty. This is not going to be fun. Let me turn on my gunfire. Alrighty. Cool. 3 dice. Yeah, you're in the yellow zone, so roll them.
2 3s and a 4.
Alrighty.
Once I get them out of the... I should really move those dice away.
2 3s and a 4. I have to roll 4, 5, or 6 on my aft castle. Alrighty, here we go. That is 1 success and 1 failure. I have lost 1 gun already. Oh joy. Alrighty. And then the 4, I get to save on a 5 or a 6.
No, you have full sails.
Oh, that's true. Alright, now I've lost a point of speed.
That was the whole idea in moving first and shooting first.
Yeah, I got it. 3, and speed is now down to 2. Right? Yes. Okay. Okay, over now to Santissima, who will now move. She'll take down those stupid sails. Replace that with a 3, because she's only got 3 gun points left. The wind is directly behind me, and I've lost 1 point of movement, so my speed is a 1. That's what they call a broadside. Okay, and I'm shooting at a frigate, so I am aiming low. I'm going to go ahead and declare it. Cool, so here comes Mr. Webcam and Mr. Dice. Oh shit. 4, 5, and 5. Cool. And I'm not in close range. Am I? 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, so that's a 4, 5, or 6 on the bow to save.
5.
And a 4, 5, or 6 on the gun deck.
2 4 5s and 6 on the gun deck. 5 and a 6.
All right. And cool. That's it for that. Over to you.
Let's see. We'll do Hells, which will move the 1 forward. She'll go full sail, by the way.
Okay.
1 forward. Do a turn into the wind, 1 up, and do a turn over the northwest. Yep. I don't think she is in range, but
On what ship?
on any of them. I think
she's in range of Rapier, but not in Arc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Long story short. Yeah.
Don't think she got any targets. Let's put it that way.
Alrighty.
Like that should work. There we go.
Alright. Aiming low with 2 guns off the Rapier of the Seas on Anastasia. 1 or 2, I think those are both misses.
No, 2 hits.
2 on a frigate, yeah. Cool. Alright, this is close range, so you have a -1, you need a 5 or a 6 to save. Alright.
I swear that these dice haven't been cooked or anything.
It doesn't matter. Okay, over to Rack for your movement.
1 forward, swing southwest, and move 1.
Still full sail. Alright. Yeah, those are playable hexes, guys, because the water is over the central dot, so yeah, that's what makes it clear that it's, those are saleable hexes is what I should say. Alrighty, I think that concludes the turn. Last looks, cool. Alright, I will now start turn 5. Oh, we're going to set a turn limit. We were talking about this last time. Turn limit will be 10 turns at the most. Just so that, you know, the game doesn't drag on and the stream gets too long and so on and so forth. Looks like the galleon's top sails have... Oh, we already saw that. Not sure what Rasmus makes his ship out of, but that wood must be lined with iron, right? No
Live oak. Live oak.
So here we go with initiative for turn 5. I got a 5.
And now it's my turn to get the...
Okay, so wind stays constant and Spanish move first. Okay, I'll go ahead and move Santissima first. 1, 2. So I can only turn once a turn. And I have -1 speed. And the wind is on my quarters. So, yeah, that was legal.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Awesome. Broadside on the red zone. We have, whatchamacallit? Yeah, broadside on the Anastasia. So a 1 is a miss, a 4 and a 5. Oh, I'm shooting low. 1 is a 5 and a... I'm sorry, the 1 is a miss and then a 4 and a 5. Okay, so 4 needs a 5 or a 6.
Nope.
Alright, that's a hit, and a 5 needs a 5 or a 6.
Nope.
Awesome, we finally cracked her. Alright, and now over to you for your turn. Oop, let me zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole thing.
Oh,
Jim,
well,
you could drag the wind marker into... Oh, yes. I will do that. Wind hasn't changed yet. It's still straight out of the north. But people in the chat are asking to see the wind marker, so... I didn't mean to zoom out that much.
well, do the Anastasia.
Okay. Anastasia has the wind on her quarter, so not with full sail. She has a speed of 4.
So, 1, 2, 3 forward.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
And then swing.
Swing by the bow, so she ends up doing this. Cool.
And then she'll fire her 2 cannons.
Yeah, she's lost 1 gun.
We'll actually shoot high.
Not surprising. Alright, cool. -1 to my saves. Yep, roll 2d6.
5 and a 6. Let me get them into shot.
Okay. A 5, I need to roll a 6 to save. I'm not looking forward to that. Turn the webcam on first this time. Alright. A 5, almost, but because you're close range, I get a -1 on my save. That's another one off of my mast. I'm now down another speed point. And then roll for the 6, please. Oh, I'm sorry, you already rolled the 6, waiting on me. 6 to save again. Yeah, not surprisingly. She has half of 1 mast left. She's almost a derelict. Her speed is now 1. Not so happy about that. Cool. And that takes care of the Anastasia. Now over to the Spanish. Wind on my quarter has all her sails. She has a movement of 4. 1, 2. if she does that, she's going to collide. No, can't do that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. If she does that, she'll sail off the map. So, okay, so she can't do that. 1, 2, 3. She'll sail off the edge of the world, man. Okay, she's going to have a broadside over there on my girl Anastasia. However, I'm not in the red zone, just the yellow zone for saves. So one more time, she's also going to put 2 cannon into low locations on the frigate. So again, for people in the chat who may not know, Walkabout Games, hello, how you doing? Once you get to ships of a certain size, i.e. I think it's merchantmen, definitely frigates, definitely war galleons, you have to declare whether or not you're shooting high or low. Because the ship is so big, it's got a lot of hit locations. You can try and take down the masts to reduce maneuverability, or you can actually try to hold the ship, which actually will sink her. That's the only way to sink a ship. You can't sink it by just doing damage to the sails or even the gun decks. You can cripple her, but you can't sink her. You're literally trying to sink something in water that's made of wood. So you have a man's job ahead of you as far as that goes. But again, what I'm trying to do is now put a hole in the ship so that maybe some of the cannon and other stuff that's inside the wooden hole will drag her down. That's kind of how you sink a ship. You can also get lucky and set her on fire, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, Rapier of the Seas has 2 cannon points left. She's in the yellow zone. She's firing on Anastasia of Rotterdam. Alright, so here we go. And a 1 and a 2. Jesus Christ, man.
2 is a hit.
Yeah, barely. 2. Save on a 4, 5, or... Ooh! Save on a 4, 5, or 6, please. Because I'm in the yellow zone. That's a save, so no worries there. Alrighty. And that will wrap things up for the Spanish. Now we just have 2 Dutch ships left to move.
Let's do Hells. 1 forward, swing to southwest.
Yep.
And then move 1 southwest.
Meanwhile, Miss Rack has full speed because the wind is on her quarter. Does
So
she have full sail, or does she drop her sails?
We'll keep the full sails.
In that case, she has a speed of 6. Hello, Piotr. Hello, Chris. French used to go for the sails, English for the hulls, Spanish for the wine store. That's probably the way I've been shooting. I actually wouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry. Go ahead and move your 6 points.
4 forward.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got it.
And then swing northwest.
Yep.
And move the other 2.
Okay.
And then we'll try a long distance shot.
Okay, so we will then.
Yeah, we'll think of whether I want the speed next turn or whether I want to.
4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, you can barely clip the back of the rapier.
Yes.
All right.
But might as well.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm just making sure. Yeah, I'm not contesting. I'm just counting. The mighty 1 cannon point.
Yep.
A 2 on a sloop, I think, is a miss. A 2 on a sloop is a miss. Cool.
So yeah, I should have turned into it and got more speed next turn. Oh well. It's easy to say afterwards.
With 1 little cannon point. Ping! Look at that. That's adorable. Why the smoke column is so wide for 1 cannon, we don't know. But there's only so much that I'll do as far as making these pieces. All right.
It's a lot of smoke out of that
There
cannon. Why do you think it missed?
There you go. All right, and then we go to Hells as well. Remaining at full sail or not?
I moved Hells.
Oh, you already moved?
Went over from pointing north.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. All right, so in that case, we are closing out to 5. Sweet.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a 4-hour video.
No, not this time. We know the rules better. We have slightly smaller ships. One player is controlling the map directly, and yeah, we didn't talk as much at the beginning, so hopefully this one will go a little bit faster. We begin with initiative, D6, a 3.
A 3.
The wind changes direction. It was odds, so it goes to the right. The right of the arrow. Alright, so that is anti-clockwise. No, it goes to the right. It goes to the right. Different people have different ways of doing it. I do, if it's odds, it goes to the right. So, I know that's to the left, but to the wind's direction, it was right. So the arrow's right, long story short. So that's the new wind direction.
Which were a good thing for Brock.
Oh yeah. It's a good thing for, damn, literally everyone. Everyone has the, except for Hells. Everyone has the wind in their quarter, and even Hells has the wind on her stern. So we're going to see a little bit of movement this time. Okay, we tied on initiative, so that means we have to roll again. I wound up with a 3 and a 4. Okay, you win initiative, and there is the new wind direction.
So let's see, at that direction, what's the speed of Anastasia now?
Oh, Anastasia still has all of her sails.
So
she has a 3.
3 at battle sails. She'll go 1 forward, swing north, and then move 2 more.
Like so.
And then swing 1 more to northeast. Dancing around the Catalina.
That's how you handle a galleon. Okay, so that's 2 cannon points, point blank.
A 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6. Uh-oh, I think I just lost my sails. Oh, are you shooting high or low?
High.
Okay. So I have to roll a 6 to save my last sail. 2, that's it. She's not moving anymore. She's now lost all her masts. And the 2, I save on a 5 or a 6. I fail that as well. And I'm down another cannon point. Cool. Oops, and now these labels are all screwed up.
The first cannon point you lost, where was that?
I don't know, but I can find out. I don't know.
I think you lost 1, but...
Yeah, I think I did too, because I marked it off, but I didn't put the hit counter there. Was it Aft Castle? I think it was Aft Castle.
Yeah.
Somehow I deleted that. Sorry. That is hella not cool. Say, please don't let it be number 2, because now that's a crit. Okay. Put this off to the side so I don't lose track of where my...
hit locations are. Well, guess what? I'm starting to shoot low.
Oh wow, you think? Yeah. Okay, so move the label back up where it goes. One, 2, 3, 4. Either way, I don't have a shot. Alright, so there's no fire there. Okay, over to you for a ship.
Rack will keep full sails. Move 2.
Okay.
No, she don't need full sails. The wind changed. So.
Speed of 4.
Yep. 2 up. 3 up. And that'll be it. We'll take 1 shot low at Catalina.
Alright, go ahead and roll. That is a miss.
That is a nice big hole in the sea.
And I think Hells is the only one that hasn't moved yet.
Yes.
Oh, technically Catalina now has to move 1, 2, 3, 4, but she has no guns. Okay, her turn is now passed. Okay, now Hells goes and shoots. But yeah, even though a ship can't move, you still have to kind of keep track of its movement, guys, because now Hells is free to maneuver knowing that Santissima Catalina won't fire at her. So you kind of have to keep, even derelict ships have to take their turn in the initiative sequence to keep track of who's fired and who hasn't.
If we remove the full sails, what's your speed then?
Speed goes to a 4. No, a 3 because the wind's directly astern.
So, just forward those 3.
1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3. Okay, any turns at the end of that? Or?
Well, we might as well put them in line. So we'll turn northwest.
Ooh, excuse me. All right.
Kind of forced me to move Hells before Rack, but
you have a whoa. Yeah, it's definitely a legal move. I'm seeing if you have a shot on Santissimo or not. Let me find out. Because arcs of fire in this game, or I should say, line of sight in this game is a little tricky.
it's from middle of the ship to middle of the ship.
Yeah, and the ships are always across 2 hexes is what makes it weird. So give me 2 seconds, guys, to make a quick piece to measure this with. Alright. I don't know how this didn't save from the last game. I must have accidentally deleted it. But no worries. Make it so that we can actually see it. Okay. That's a workable piece that we can use. Alright, the question on the table is, can Hells, again, the center of the 2 hexes that she occupies, draw a line of fire on the center? Yes, she can. Because she clears, what was worrying me was the frontal, the forward hex of Anastasia. But Hells can definitely see her. And Anastasia is clear. So it's a 5.
I'm shooting low.
Yep. Well, I figured at this point.
Yeah.
5. It's a long-range shot, and I get +1 on my save. Right in the gun deck. This is going to be a short game, everybody. Well, I get a +1 on that save. So I need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. Here comes a 2. Called it. That's a 2.
I'm sorry.
No worries. As long as the stream is successful, it's all good. Actually, she still has her cannon point because she has an extra box in there, so no lasting damage.
Actually, she loses 1 gun.
No, she doesn't.
1 gun for each hit.
Oh, 1 gun for each hit. Yeah. You're right. That's because she's got 4 total guns. All right, never mind. There is a damage cannon point left. It says right there. All right, cool. I think that concludes turn 6.
Yes.
Let me catch up on Mr. Chad here. Jim's rolling today has not been the best. My rolling has not been the best. Rasmus's rolling has been supernatural. Between the two, the Spanish are getting spanked like bad. So it's a good day to be Dutch. Let's just go ahead and say that. But no worries. It's a super light game. There's no campaign rules. There's no commanders. No one's characters are getting killed. It's cool. No worries. What do we got here? All their Europeans at this time, they have miffed at us British. Spanish and Dutch, yes, buddy. Okay, cool. I'm just catching up on the chat here. Jim's putting his own luck into his dice. You would think he would call for better numbers. Jim's now putting his own luck into his dice. You would think he would call for better numbers. Not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, I have bad life. I have bad luck in real life. I think I have pretty good luck in real life. I still have a job. I have a girlfriend. I have a podcast channel where I work with a podcast channel. Yeah, things are going pretty good. So I'm probably missing a joke there, but no worries. Unless you're implying that I cheat at war games, in which case, yeah, we'll have words, sir. But I don't think so. Alright, we're now on turn 7. Let's roll Big Daddy Initiative. 5. Oh, the wind changes! Okay, so again, to the arrow's right, the wind is now out of the southeast, blowing into the northwest. Alright, we'll now re-roll initiative. A 6.
5.
Okay, the Spanish go first. For all the good it's going to do them. Oh, actually, I got one thing I can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Try to wreck rock.
It is a point-blank shot, or a close-range shot. Okay, she's actually my more powerful ship now. She actually has 2 gun points left. My sloop is more powerful than my war galleon. What kind of sense does that make? When you're shooting at a pinnace, it doesn't matter if you're aiming high or low, but a 1, 2, or a 3 is a miss because the ship sheet is different. The pinnace is just really, really small and difficult to hit. So I am crazy with this wind. Odds are meant to be anti-clockwise. No, I'm not. 5 and 6. That's 2 hits on the pinnace.
Ooh.
So the way... Okay, so real quick, because I know he's going to ask. The way it's done here... If the wind changes direction, odds is right. That's the for the thing. Evens is left. Because the wind can sometimes be pointing south, and you can get mixed up which way is right or left. I might adopt your system, Gaz. That's actually probably a better way. Your way is probably better in the long run. I will confess. Okay, so Wreck has a 5 and a 6, -1 to save. Okay, first aft castle needs a 6 to save.
A mighty 4.
4, that's a hit on the aft castle, but there are no guns there. Next, a 6 for the mast needs a 6 to save.
A 3.
Okay, she is now stuck. She's not moving anymore. It doesn't take much to pin down a rack. Okay. I say Iraq. Every time I say Iraq, it sounds like I'm saying Iraq, the country. This is not modern wargaming. Oh, I should also put my little 2 points of blasting there. Alrighty. You'll sink our war galleon, but we'll trade you for a pinnace. A 2-point ship for a 1-point ship? 8-point? What? I don't know.
2 point.
2 point for an 8-point. Yeah, that'll be a win. The Spanish will still claim a victory on that one. Alright, over to you for your first ship.
I'll do rack first, then
Okay.
she'll take a...
Rack speed is 0, yeah, so she can go ahead and take her shot.
Yes. 5.
5 is a hit. That is...
In the gun deck.
In the same gun deck. I need to roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6 because of long range. Do it! Another 2 because I suck. I've now lost all guns. That ship is now a derelict. It cannot move. It cannot fire. It has no guns left. It has no sails left. That ship is officially a derelict. Come on, Excel. I didn't mean to zoom out that much. Holy crap. Zoomed out way too much on that. Now I zoom in too much. What the hell? So I'm going to go ahead and just put that flame marker there. I'm going to go ahead and take off these 3 cannon points. You won't be needing those anymore. Alright, Santissima Catalina is on fire, and she is helpless where she's at. But she's still there. I'm going to go ahead and take Catalina's turn. Catalina's turn is for the crew to run around the deck and yell things at each other. Okay, cool. Over to the Dutch for their action.
Let's see, we'll do Hells.
Yep.
1 forward.
Okay.
Turn north, 1 forward.
Yep. Okay, that's 2 so far. She has a speed of 4.
Yep. And then turn north east.
Yep.
And then the rest of the movement there, so 2.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Cool. Let me go ahead and turn her the right way.
And I hope to have a shot at your rapier.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a long range shot, but it's a shot. Rack is not in the way. 3 is a hit on a sloop. Okay, I get to add 1 to my save, so I'm looking for a natural 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's the 3rd easy save in a row that I've missed. The Spanish just are not with it today. All right, so boom, that's a cannon point lost. My entire fleet is now 1 cannon point. Yay! Okay, I've already run out of ships, so on to your next. Well, the only ship you have left is Anastasia.
Yep.
Alright.
And at this angle, let's see, she got the wind coming in.
Sure, she has a speed of 1 unless she raises full sail.
Yeah, so she'll go forward 1, swing north.
Oh, she's not gonna sink Anastasia? Or not Anastasia.
Okay, Catalina.
She is Anastasia, yeah, sorry. I'm getting my my imagined mistresses mixed up here. Okay, get that out of the way for now. Cool. Alright, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No shot on rapier, just a little too far away. Okay, let me clean up the map a little bit.
I can't see any need to try to sync the dialect.
Yeah, so what we'll do, because we were talking about this after last week's game, you, myself, and Gaz also, is like how to do victory conditions, or I should say, we were talking about like how pointless boarding was and some other problems. So what we can do is we can start working on things like, okay, if a ship is totally derelict, it's half victory points. If it's sunk, obviously it's full victory points, and if it's captured, it's double victory points.
Yep.
That might make capturing ships it would actually make offer some sort of a reason or a point. So we're talking about how pointless it was to board ships, and unless you're playing in a campaign game, it really is kind of pointless.
Maybe I should actually swing southeast instead of north, straight into the wind, and then fire my 2 guns into.
Oh, so okay, we're gonna change our move after you've taken your hand off the. That's okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, put me out of my misery. 2 cannons, point blank into the. Is it 2? Because she's lost a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. 2. She's lost 2 guns. Oh no, there's no guns in the bow. Cool. She lost 1 gun. Cool.
A 6 and a 2.
A 6 and a 2. Alrighty. The 2 I have to save on a 4, 5, or 6. No, a 5 or 6 because you're close. No, because you're close, so I have to save on a 5 or 6. A 3, that's a miss, a possible crit. And what was the other one? A 6? I need to save on a 5 or a 6. A 1. Alright, so that's definitely a hit here. This is totally a hit here. In fact, now we're talking about a crit. So D6 on the crit table.
Number 2.
Come on, crit table, where are you at? 2. Tar and powder ignite and flames spread across the ship. You set her on fire. Place a blaze counter on the target area and check at the end of each end phase to see if the blaze spreads or not. So cool. We haven't had a blaze so far. A blaze is an actual deck fire. I'm sure there's plenty of flames on that ship, but this is an actual fire of like combustible, flammable materials, like this, like the description.
Yeah, proper fire.
Yeah, tar game effect of fire. Game. I'm talking about. Yeah, it can actually do more damage. It can spread. It does additional. That was number 2, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'll put that there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, cool. So now we're at the end of the turn, if memory serves. Does anyone have anything else?
Everyone's
gone?
Nope. Everybody gone.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to zoom out just one click this time. Now we're at the end phase, which we normally just kind of skip through because we have nothing to resolve. But this time we actually have something to do. Blaze table. Come on. Alright, 1 or a 2, the blaze goes out. Remove the blaze counter and replace it with the hit. Blaze does not spread, no effect. Blaze spreads forward, or, yeah. So, okay, let me just see what happens. Roll a d6. Oh, you're gonna roll? Okay. A 6. Blaze spreads, 1 or 2 forward, 3 or 4 aft, 5 or 6 upwards in the masts.
I won.
A 1, so it spreads forward. Alrighty. It's already forward, so it just goes... Oh, wait a minute. I'll put it in the bow. What the hell? I don't know if this is correct, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the bow. Alright, and blazes, when blazes finally go out, they count as hits. So all these blazes will turn into hits when and if the blaze ever goes out. And as the fire continues to spread, it does additional, in other words, next phase we have to roll for 2 blaze counters. And if there's a third one, you have to roll for 3. So as the fire gets bigger, it tends to spread faster, just like, real fire does.
And when it turns into a hit, is that another crit or?
No.
Okay.
It does, his blaze rules are pretty unclear. I'm not a big fan of them, but one thing he is clear about, blazes do not cause critical damage.
Okay.
But yeah, it goes forward. I don't know what that means. Okay, it goes to the next forward section, but what happens when there's more than one forward section? I just right now put it in the bow because who cares? But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that part out. We'll probably have to. I'll probably just redesign. I've already redesigned that table once. I'll probably just tweak it again and clarify those rules a little bit. Okay, so let's go to turn 8, and then I'll catch up on Mr. Chat. Okay, Mr. Webcam. Cool, I roll a 5.
3.
Cool. For whatever good it does me, I have initiative. Let me go ahead and adjust this, because he only has 1 gun point left. Okay, the wind remains constant and the Spanish go first. Okay, first we're going to do Mr. Rapier, who has a movement of 4 at the current time. Yep. I think I'll just take 2. So I can put a point-blank broadside into Mr. Penance here.
Into the revenge.
Or do I board? Do I board? That pinnace has 1 gun point and 1 crew.
2 crew.
2 crew. I have 2 crew, and you have 1 cannon point left. Actually, no. I'll go ahead and put another broadside in. Right now, the odds are against success. Oh no, the odds are against success on a board. All right, cool. So here comes my 1 and only cannon point against the sloop. I'm sorry, against the pinnace. 3 is a miss. That's the end of my turn. Okay, move your other 3 ships.
Well, Anastasia will just keep sailing into the wind.
Okay, the Anastasia is gonna sail into the wind. So, okay, so she can't move at all.
So she'll stick around.
Alright, so she literally just, stays put. Cool, so she drops anchor and opens fire. We have Sitrep podcast in this chat. Hello, how you doing? Just trying to keep him motivated army style. Oh my god. Man, your dice are not on fire today, but my ships are, says Piotr. Thanks, Piotr. I appreciate the support. Great, great. My ship is literally now on fire. I now have actual blaze counters on my ship. So, yeah, not looking so good for the Spanish here. They are definitely taking a beating.
A hit in number 3.
Okay, number 3 is a hit. Okay, cool. I have to save on a 5 or a 6 because of point blank range. That is a 1. That is a failed hit, so that is another crit. Roll d6 for crit.
Number 5.
5 is 2 hits below decks. So popped a hole in the hull, and she's now taking on water. Man, is this ship screwed or what? She's on fire. She's taken all her masts are down. All her guns are gone. She's on fire. She's taking on water.
The only thing that it doesn't have a hit in it, have a blaze counter in it.
Yeah, it's not doing so hot. Okay, on to whoever wants to go next, either Rack or Hells.
Rack will fire his 1 gun into the rapier.
Technically, Rack can fire 2 guns if she wants, because she has double broadsides.
We'll fire 1 on each side then.
All right.
First the 1 into the rapier.
All right, that's point blank. So that is a 6. -1 to save. So I need a 6 to save. 6. Wow, I saved. No hit on the mast. And now
the long range shot.
Oh, whoa! I don't know if the long range. Oh wait, we already figured this out, didn't we? Because she did not move. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I think we may have screwed up last turn. Not that it really matters, because this game is kind of over.
And it's a 1 anyway, so.
Okay, but last shot, just to acknowledge it for the stream and for future viewers. I think that last shot was, again, who cares?
I only moved around the stern last turn.
Yeah, but
came from.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, well, my point is that, back here it was legal. When your ship was here, it was legal.
Yes.
But now that you're here, technically, the shot that set her on fire was illegal, because it would have gone through your own ship. But don't worry about it. We've already done it, number 1. And number 2, I don't think the Spanish are going to turn the tide on this one anyway. And we got to use blaze counters, which we haven't done before, so that's good to do on stream.
And last but not least, we got the Hells.
Yep. Hells has 2 points of movement right now. No, 1 point unless she races full sails, because the wind is on her port bow, starboard bow.
So we'll move 1 forward and swing north.
I don't think he's breaking off, folks. I think he's just picking up some speed.
Exactly.
Cool. Alrighty. Cool. That almost ends the turn. What we're going to check for now are these... I'll go ahead and roll for them because it's my ship. I have 2 blazes on decks I got to try and put out. So blaze on the forecastle. 6. It goes up into the masts. Of course it does. My masts that aren't even there anymore. Now they're on fire. Because why not? Next. That's what it says, right, for number 6?
Yep.
Check. Okay, cool. Blaze. Oh no, blaze spreads. Sorry, I have to roll to see where it spreads. D6 to see where it spreads. 4. Aft. Okay, different direction. It goes back this way. Oh my god, it's getting worse. And now for the one that was in the bow. Come on. A 6, it also spreads. Jesus Christ. The only time I roll high is to see if my flames continue to spread. 1. I think that is forward.
And I think it said if it can't spread, put another one in the same one.
Yep. So it's gonna. That's just more blaze dice later on in future turns. So yeah, things are just going typically well for the Santissima Catalina. Things are just getting worse and worse. Oh god, just bail off the ship at this point. The crew is just like.
Time to strike, you call us.
Alright, turn 9, roll initiative. 1.
3.
Cool. So the wind stays the same, and you go first. Get all the ships in view.
Let's do the ship that can actually move. Health. We'll move 1 up.
Oh, she has full speed now,
Yep. Swing to the northeast. And then move on. Swing to the southeast.
Right.
Let's see, that's two swings. And then go south.
So 1, 2, I'm going by the stern here. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Yes, a pinnace can make 3 turns. For the chat, a pinnace can make 3 turns in a 3 facing changes in a turn, I should say. 3 turns in a movement phase. I think they're the only ship that can do that. Cool. So she's coming back down. Still doesn't have a shot at anybody, but she's heading back into the fight. Okay. Then we go over to Mr. Rapier of the Sea. He's going to fire his one sad little cannon into Mr. Rack. Come on, do it. Give me.
You don't need to move first?
I don't have to if I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and...
You got 2 shots then?
Technically, that's true, yeah. Alright, cool. So 1 is a 6 into the rack. That is a...
Another
hit in the mast, but the mast is already hit. So, no effect there. So in order to do anything, I have to now roll a 4 or a 5. I can either knock down the gun or I can cause a hole. Alright, I may switch fire to somebody else. Alright, now a shot on the Hell, although here it is a... it's a different save number. 1 is a miss anyway. Alright, so that will take care of Mr. Rapier of the Sea.
We'll do Wreck and his one gun into the Rapier of the Sea.
Cool. What'd you have?
Yeah.
Can't see that. A 1 is a miss. Cool. And Hell's is now gone. My ships have now gone. Yeah, now technically Santa Catalina would take a turn, but she can't. We now go to Anastasia. I think it's the last ship to go.
Yes, and she'll continue to pump fire into the Catalina.
Alright. A 3 and a 6. Okay, so I have to save on a 5 or a 6 on the hit on number 3. A 2, that's a fail. And the other one was a 6. Where the hell is the 6? Okay, there it is on the stern. Alright, I had to save on a 5 or a 6 on the stern. Another failure, so it's like 5 fail saves in a row. It's cool. So
2 crits.
2 crits. Yep.
First crit will be number 5.
That sinks her. What's the second one, just for fun?
Another blaze.
Another blaze. Oh my god. Okay. That would have been on the stern. So just for fun, there she goes. Okay, she's now burning. We're now at the end of the turn. She's now sinking, but it takes more than one turn to sink, just to go through the motions. Foxhole blaze continues to spread, because of course it does. Spreads in the same place. Okay, the one on the aft castle. 5. I literally can't roll anything but spreads. Apparently my entire ship is doused in the kerosene. I never get 5s or 6s when it comes to saves, but I get 5s or 6s when it comes to see if my fire spreads. 2 in the bow, 3 and a 5, so 1 stays the same. 5, it spreads. It spreads in the same place. And the last one in the stern. 4, it stays where it is. Okay, and on top of that she sinks. But we're going to get to that in just a second. So, click on this. Format picture. At long last, that long-suffering ship is starting to go down. Okay, and that ends turn 9. Last turn of the game begins on turn 10. Mercifully, this game is almost over.
Yeah, I must say that...
Alright, let's roll initiative. What do we got here? I have a 4.
A 2.
2, so wind stays the same. The Spanish go first. The Spanish are going to go ahead and take a shot with rapier. Or actually take 2 shots. 1 on the rack. That's a miss. 1 on Hells. 4 is technically a hit. Hells thought she was getting away without a single mark on her. Well, she might still. I'll roll a 4, 5, or 6 to save.
A 5.
Alright, so that was a save. And now over to your turn. The wind is still out of the southeast.
Hells will move forward 2.
She has to raise full sails to do that. Is she cool with that?
She's cool with that, yeah.
1, 2.
And then slightly crossing the T.
Just to keep track. Not that it matters, but okay. Cool.
He shot into number 5 on the rapier.
Okay, I have to save on a 6 only. Because point blank range. Oh, a 6, holy crap. Okay, then on to either Anastasia or Rack.
Rack will take his or her shot into...
Does she want to move first to clear the lane of fire?
She can't.
Oh, that's right, she's crippled. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, 3 is a hit, that's for sure. Cool, I have to save our 5 or a 6. Oh no, there's already a hit there. You know what that means? Here comes a crit. A 2, I failed, because of course I did. So that is a critical hit over to you, D6.
Number 3.
3. I honestly don't remember what a 3 is. My computer is frozen. Oh my god. Alright, hold on a second, guys. My Excel just took on a lunch break. Alright, 3 is... Crit. Where the hell's my crit table? Deck is soaked with blood. Sailors jump for their lives. Lose 1 crew. No surprise the Spanish are pilling out of the ship. You don't say. Hey, score 1 more crit. Score 1 more crew point, and the ship is literally abandoned. Then you board it for free. Okay. And I think that's going to wrap up. Well, no, Anastasia still gets to go.
Well, she can only turn in place.
Yeah. She can turn south only. Because technically Santissima Catalina is still there. It literally takes 1 whole turn. She sinks during the end phase.
Yep. Yeah, so she can turn northeast. She can't turn south. South
No,
would.
no, because when you're into the wind, you turn by the bow instead of by the stern.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
she would swing her
In
stern
that case,
into that
yeah.
and probably catch fire.
Yeah. So don't want to do that.
Yeah. So if she
Or
wanted
she can just remain where she is.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. All right, and
Keep it
then
simple.
at the end of the end phase, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, she sinks, so I'm not gonna resolve all those blazes. The blazes ironically go out when she sinks. So that's one way to handle a fire, is just have the ship sink.
It's now a submarine.
Yep. And then, I mean, if there was going to be a turn 11, 12, 13 or whatever, now the ship is clear. That hex is now navigable. She no longer blocks line of sight and so on. But whatever turn she actually takes the sinking damage in, at the end of that phase, she's now marked as sinking. And then she's there. She doesn't get a turn, obviously. She's there as a navigation and line of sight obstacle for the entire next turn. And in the end phase of the next turn is when she actually disappears. Okay, guys, so that was probably the most one-sided battle of Letters of Marque in the history of the business. Congratulations, Rasmus. That was a good
Thank
game.
you. I enjoyed it, but
Well, I bet
it feel a bit one-sided.
Yeah, the dice were just not with me today, but no worries. I think I also made I mean, not to blame the dice entirely, I think I also made a little bit of a mistake with Santissima Catalina on that first turn, or second or third turn, with my sails. I got a little too aggressive. Not that it really made that big of a difference, but yeah, what really killed me was, what was it, turn 4? Yeah, turn 4, no, turn 3, it was somewhere around here. Yeah, this is the one. Where not only did I take a hit there, but then you won initiative on turn 4, and then she got a lot closer and gave me another broadside, and now I'm losing sails, now I'm losing cannons, and it was downhill from there.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So Piotr says, good game. Piotr, I actually disagree with you. I don't think that was a very good game at all. I think that game was terrible. But no, I know what you mean. Thanks very much. Yeah, full sails to battle sails is key. Yeah, I kind of got away with it on the first turn. I still took damage, obviously, but it wasn't enough damage to actually cripple the ship yet. What really did it was the one initiative on the next turn, and then 2 more broadsides. One from a pinnace and one from a frigate. So now that's 3 unanswered broadsides all at once with full sails up. Yeah, that's not gonna